Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. We are honoring #Friday Feeling today. And I have a dear friend of mine, Luke Peterson, in the house. He's the president of a very cool, exciting app, the Genie app. And you are giving access to everyone to buy something they love. They're watching TV, they love something, and then your app, they can instantly have it.
Yeah, we call it the Shazam of TV and video. So.
Shazam!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's taken a long time to get it here, but we're pretty excited. We're coming to market right about now.
So what does that mean? That means clothing, a cup, anything?
It basically means anything that the creator of the content wants to convey, wants to sell, wants to talk about, right? So it's not just take a photo of a TV and buy the clothing. It could be take a photo of the TV and find more information about what the TV is what the show is trying to tell you about, right? Wow. So it's charity. It could be more videos to different websites. It could be clothing. It could be anything that the creator wants.
You know, it'd be cool to use this for people, and then it can be in a dating app because you're all about the person.
So truthfully, like there's a lot in AI, which is a burgeoning market that's happening right now, burgeoning technology, and you can have a lot of facial recognition. You know, every time you put your face into Snapchat or every time you take a selfie, these large internet companies are sourcing your face. So there is facial recognition out there. Wow. So that will be possible, or is probably possible right now. Government's using it.
Yeah. I feel like it's so the future of all shows because, of course, shows want to monetize stuff. So it would make sense to be able to click on anything.
Well, the technology is called second screen. That's what everybody's really wanted. Everybody sits and watches their TV, and you have your cell phone in your hand, right? So how do you make that cell phone interact with what you see on the screen? And sort of that's the problem that we approach to do, and that's what we figured out.
Wow.
I have a question with that, Luke, because so many people do watch their entertainment on that device. Do you need a second device to make this work?
No, so all we need to do is capture the image. So it works on screenshot. So it's the same technology. So like you take a photo, you can also take a screenshot, or you can literally take a photo with your phone and upload it to a website, and it'll do the same thing. We just need to get the image into the cloud.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it's very advanced. We've been talking about this stuff for years and years, and I'm amazed that it hasn't come out sooner. But at the same time, it's so intricate. You think about even a television show that they'll probably end up having like a separate app for it because you can't touch your TV.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole thing is it came out of Friends. Jennifer Aniston was wearing the red sweater, and so people have been talking about this technology since that show. Everybody wanted the red sweater. Why can't you take a photograph of the TV to get the red sweater? And so that was 20 years ago, and the reason it hasn't been done is because it's really, really hard to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's Friends? Never seen that.
Never
seen that. Way too young.
I'm dating myself.
Barely.
I like to say that I've been in entrepreneur business school, night school recently, just being on the show and talking to these people who are involved in their businesses and their startups and they're growing. And there's so much passion involved in this. Why is this the company that you aligned yourself with?
I mean, I was a banker for a long time, and I call myself a recovering banker now. And after I left banking, and it's actually 2 years today, funny enough, I was looking at my phone and Facebook notified me.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks. So basically, I left being a banker and just started to find something that I wanted to like create something other than like money, right? And basically started looking around, invested in a couple things, and then the minute I saw the ability to be able to take a photograph of a TV screen and deliver a result, I was hooked, and so I basically been full-time with them for like a year.
No way.
Wow.
What's been the hardest part?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything is the hardest part. The time difference is really significant. You know, managing teams in 2 different countries is really hard culturally. The German culture is very different than the U.S. culture, especially in regards to startups. Figuring out, you know, who we're going after, why we're going after them. The idea of being able to activate and monetize any image or video. Where do we start, right? Is it TV, or is it billboards? Is it magazines? Is it streaming influencers on Instagram?
Right.
You know, we can do all that, so it's just difficult.
So
to
let's
choose.
take it out to like, say there's a woman watching and she like says, I love just makeup.
Yep.
Will you be able to even see like what kind
Yeah.
of mascara?
Yeah. So
she's
that's one of the
wearing?
verticals that, it's funny that you bring that up. That's one of the verticals that we really think is special because there's technology out there to be able to say, hey, you're a man, you're wearing a white jacket or a very nice jacket. So basically it'll say jacket, but then it'll give you a bunch of different options. It won't say exactly, but it can sort of sense it's a man wearing a jacket. If you're makeup, there's no way to tell with any sort of technology that you're going to use what exact makeup you're wearing. So what we allow for is the creator of the content. If they want to be talking about the makeup, they can make the results exactly the makeup you're wearing so you can convey that to the people that are watching your content.
It's going to be like a whole new infomercial on
Yeah,
steroids.
and the thing that we think is interesting about it is that nobody likes to have ads pushed on them, right? And now the idea of Genie and with image recognition and video recognition is that you're saying I want to engage with that content, and you can pull out what you want from it versus it being forced onto you.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
You can almost see, do they do anything? Can they use? I'm guessing that same technology be used for like forensic types of
Yeah,
activities,
so
or-
there is a lot actually going on in that market. That's not what we really want to focus on because I
Clearly,
mean
yeah.
I'm over my head with just this stuff. If you add in that, I'm done.
I'm wondering, you mentioned being a recovering banker, how your experience in banking teed you up for what you're doing with Genie.
Mostly in the beginning, it's a constant race to raise money, and so when I was a banker, worked a lot with VC funds and hedge funds, and so just being able to be in the room with an investor, that's been very, very helpful. Also managing sort of sales teams because that's also what I did. But truthfully, there's no education on how to do this because this is a technology nobody's done before. It's a market that is new and it changes every day. Advanced image recognition technology, where patents and feature-based image recognition, nobody knows like exactly how to do it, and like trying to sell people on a new technology is difficult. So I mean, honestly, just being able to wake up and go to work every day is probably the best experience that I've had.
Yeah, discipline.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and I love that you said it in that way, because I think a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, and they feel that they can be or should be. But I feel differently. I don't feel that everyone would love being an entrepreneur.
No, it's
and right. And so, what qualities, in addition to the discipline, would you say are absolutely necessary to being?
Being able to get over disappointment, being able to get over that quickly and move on, because you are going to have more days that suck than days that are good. Until the one big day that you're ringing the bell of the NASDAQ. That's really the hope, right? So, I mean, you're going to have a lot of days that are tough, and it's about waking up in the morning and saying, okay, that was a tough day. Let's just move on to the next one and be able to get past it really quick. I mean, that's really the goal.
Are you just built that way, or is that something you've learned?
I think I'm built a little bit for that. I mean, truthfully, I tell myself, for people, that I have a goldfish brain. Like I definitely I forget what's in the past
good
very,
thing,
very
yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
So I think I'm pretty okay with this, but yeah, but it's definitely a challenge, and that's why not everybody succeeds in it. I mean, truthfully, it's hard. I mean, I say a lot of the times, I want to just go back to being a banker, and it's just so easy, compared to this. But truthfully, I wanted to build something, and that's why I'm doing this, and I'm excited about it.
What's been the most rewarding part about this for you?
The most rewarding part is recently, you build this thing in a bubble, right? That's how technology goes. It's just you and your team, and you're trying to figure it out. And there's really not that much influence from the market around us. But now that we've sort of taken it to market, we've seen that, we were a little bit ahead of the curve, and that the market is coming to a place where we can really, really add value. Like the amount of video content that's going out there, the amount of ways it's being distributed, how people are starting to expect to be able to do this. And it's all sort of come together. We were in a conference in Vegas called Shop Talk, and it was the market sort of, their eyes lit up like my eyes lit up a year ago when I first saw it. So that's been really rewarding. And now it's about capitalizing it and bringing it to market, right?
So where can people find you?
They can find us at it's genie.me. I will give everybody a warning that we've been trying to be under the radar for quite some time. So you'll see us talking about sort of activating influencers on Instagram, but you will hear something about us coming out to market pretty significantly in the next 30 to 60 days.
Wow.
Wow, so excited.
I'm so excited. I think it really is going to rock the whole world, online, TV, you name it, because everyone's waiting
Well,
for
let's
this.
do your show first.
Right?
Yeah. we
Let's
can
do
it.
it.
that.
Cheers to
Yeah.
that.
So
We have
great.
some very exciting news. Yesterday, we launched on Connect TV. Good Morning La La Land can now be seen on Roku, on Apple TV. We're partnering up with Connect on some very exciting live events. Stay tuned. Emmys. So it's really exciting because I think that'd be an incredible way to incorporate technology like that for things that, are on the red carpet, or to see the shoes that Jennifer Aniston is wearing, or, like that red sweater you mentioned, and being able to instantly access that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So stay tuned, you guys. We're going to be right back. We're going to have a little surprise for you when we come back. So stay tuned.